What good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another reaction video. We got 20 most selfish moments in NFL history. Let's check this out.
20 most selfish moments in NFL history.
The Rams got into a fight in their huddle.
Huh?
I wasn't a great teammate at that moment.
At number 20, Lamar Jackson had a man wide open for a touchdown, but he decided to be selfish.
I remember this. I remember this.
Nope.
Yo, I remember that, bro.
Dude threw up the touchdown sign like he had a
That was from the 2019 season, I
Kirk
think.
Cousins did his teammate dirty. See, Kirk selfishly avoided punishment by leaving his running back sacrifice.
No, that's crazy, bro. Nah, Kirk know he wrong for that, gang. Nigga like, nah, I ain't taking the hit, nigga. Shit, you bigger than me, gang.
The Heat, unlike Mike Wallace at number 18, because Ben Roethlisberger wasn't even looking to throw his way when Mike turned into a thief.
Roethlisberger breaking away, going for the end zone.
Nah, that's crazy.
He's lucky he scored a touchdown, because at number 17, it wasn't the same for Vernon
Davis.
See, he was so greedy for a touchdown.
Niners legend.
His team looking like a mess.
McDonald's coming from left to right. He's the man.
Nah, bro, I would have been sick.
Dude was
What you mean you robbed me of a touchdown, nigga?
Jackson, but even worse, because he could have went down like his team needed him to. But a selfish highlight on his mind had him looking ridiculous.
Oh yeah, this iconic right here. Try to recreate that that Eagles play. This nigga end up fumbling and shit. Dumbass nigga. Yo.
I know his teammates were furious, but they weren't as pissed as Jalen Ramsey. See, Jalen
Okay.
was so fed up with Taylor Rapp, he started swinging in the
Oh, I remember this. Yeah, they were playing us, I think, right?
Fight in their huddle, and they had to be broken up. That was really wild, Adam.
Dude was so selfish, he disrespected his teammate.
That is
Tyreek
crazy.
Hill disrespected an organization.
Oh yeah, I remember we react to that. Like, bro, this whole situation right here was crazy. Like, they did not have to rough my nigga Tyreek up like that. I ain't gonna lie.
Organization. Look, it was a tough year for Tyreek. I mean, he went from leading the entire NFL in receiving yards to barely cracking 959 yards this season. And to make things worse, the Dolphins missed the playoffs entirely. So in the locker room, literally moments after the final game of the season, Tyreek let the world know that the Dolphins were straight trash.
This is my first time.
Oh, yeah, we react to that too. Hey man, hey Tyreek, you want to come to Baltimore, bro? Not against it, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Tyreek Hill, Rashad Bateman, Zay Flowers, Isaiah Likely. You know what I'm saying? With Derrick Henry and Lamar in the backfield.
I'm out, bro.
He wasted no time to get the offseason talks going. But at least he didn't risk his career like Robbie Anderson.
Yeah, where the hell this nigga at? Now this nigga real deal changed his name to Robbie Chosen Anderson. Nigga, you chose to ride the bench. That's what you chose to, nigga. You ain't no superstar in the league, gang.
Coach.
This scene was on the sideline.
Like, bro,
Argument between Robbie Anderson
all he was is
and
pure
one of the coaches.
speed.
His selfishness turned the sidelines into a full-on dumpster fire. So Robbie was sent
What
to
team he on now, if he even on the
That
team?
Situation, Robbie Anderson has just been apparently kicked out of the game by his own coach.
But believe it or not, he kept his composure better than
DJ Moore, oh
See,
yeah.
it was the final
He
game, and the Panthers
basically
scored
cost
an
him the game
absolute
right here.
miracle. But Moore's face ruined it all.
Like, nigga, shouldn't have took his helmet off, gang.
There is a flag thrown during the celebration.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, offense number 2 for removing his
Like, bro, you're a veteran of the game. Like, that's a rookie mistake right there, gang.
Now, a 15-yard penalty didn't seem like much until it costed the Panthers the game.
Extra point attempt.
That's tough.
Pinheiro is no
Can never trust a nigga named Pinheiro to make a kick.
But what happened at number 11 took it to the next level.
What happened?
Joseph Osai wanted to hit Patrick Mahomes so bad, it costed the Bengals the Super
yeah.
Bowl. Because the Bengals and Chiefs met at the 2020.
He should have known they were gonna call that shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Super Bowl dreams on the line, and the Bengals were just seconds away from going into overtime when Mahomes ran out of bounds. But Osai couldn't keep his anger contained for just 1 second longer.
And it was a flag, though. I ain't gonna lie, it was.
15 yards closer.
Now this penalty moved the Chiefs 15 yards, just enough to leave the Bengals heartbroken.
That's crazy. Bro, I hope no shit happened like that today, bro. Cause you know what I'm saying. The Bills Chiefs play later today, bro. Bro, Bills, please do America a favor and win, please, gang.
Osai let down his teammates.
Like,
and
bro.
had to own the fact he ruined the dream.
I was emotional. I was in the moment. I was wrong. I would say I was wrong. As a man, you can look at yourself in the mirror and say, I was wrong. I wasn't a great teammate at that moment.
Damn.
Ain't that Jermaine Pratt instead of Osai?
At least he didn't quit like Devondre Campbell at number 10, because the 49ers signed Campbell to fill in for Drake Greenlaw, who was playing his first game in a year after tearing his Achilles.
Yeah. Oh, I remember this with Devondre Campbell, right?
Had the 49ers hyped, but in the third quarter, Greenlaw went down again. They were already thin at linebacker, so they needed Devondre to come up big.
Yeah.
But he was all
that nigga been a dickhead, bro. Like, what do you expect? Like, what do you expect? Drake Greenlaw's way better than you, gang. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should have known that whenever he got healthy again, you was gonna go to the bench. Like, come on, gang.
He walked off.
Like, bro, how you gonna do that?
Tonight, but this is him walking off the field.
Nigga act like a complete diva, bro.
And after the game,
just cause you suck ass.
Was absolutely disgusted.
I don't like distractions on the sideline. I think that's ignorant, and I think it's
let him know, Kittle.
Just dumb. It's just stupid. And
yes, sir. See, I fuck with Kittle. He don't sugarcoat nothing, bro.
Something like that to to your team.
And Charvarius Ward had even more harsh words.
Ooh.
I mean, he's a professional. He's been playing for a long time. I mean, if he didn't want to play, he shouldn't have dressed out. You know,
ooh. Let him know.
So I feel like there was some sucker shit that he did.
Dude let his team down bad.
Facts.
Maybe even his career. But Chad Ochocinco ruined his legacy. Because Chad made the most selfish touchdown celebration in NFL history.
They do.
What does that say? Future Hall of Fame.
Wow.
He disrespected the greatest players of all time when he inducted himself into the Hall of Fame. Now,
hey, bro, like, you know, like, he not wrong, no, gang.
But this became known as one of the most absurd moves the NFL has ever seen. Even his coach was pissed.
Bad move. Told him that when I found out about it after the fact.
I mean, it is arrogant, but bro, he is a future Hall of Famer. Like one of these days, he's going into Hall of Fame.
Do you do anything that would be construed is not respectful of the Hall of Fame?
But here's the kicker. This move had some serious repercussions. See, despite being one of the most feared receivers to ever play the game, Chad's selfishness is the real reason he'll never make the Hall of Fame.
If my focus was
he's gonna make the Hall of Fame, bro. Like they should not just let that moment stop him from being in the Hall of Fame. Like this nigga is a legend, gang.
I think I would have conducted myself in a different manner. I would have conducted myself in a way of obviously not putting the jacket on, mocking, the Hall of Fame. I'm just one of the few players who has an identity outside of just football.
Yeah, and he lost all credibility, just like Odell Beckham Jr. at number 8.
OBJ.
See, OBJ and the Giants were getting ready for their playoff match by throwing down one of the most infamous parties ever. Now, it was the final game of the season, and the Giants had already earned their way into the postseason. So what did OBJ do right after their regular season finale? He threw a boat race all the way in Miami. Yeah, just
and then they lost, bro.
Game of their lives against the Green Bay Packers.
That's tough.
The biggest stars.
And what's crazy is, bro, they've only won like one playoff game ever since. Like, yo.
Raged with the Giants all night long. And once the videos with shirtless photos for Instagram came out, the media was on their heads immediately. Because why were some professional athletes flexing on the internet instead of preparing for their game?
I'm asking niggas. They had one in the game, bro.
But when game time came, he played like straight trash.
Manning, passes dropped.
You got to catch those. Now, I'll give him leeway on that one. That ball was behind him, but that first one he got to catch. Like, this is a tough catch to make. Let's be honest, gang. Even though OBJ can make these type of catches, that's a tough catch to make.
Beckham can't come back with a one-handed grab. 3rd and 11. There's Beckham, and it's off his hands.
Dude played his most
important shit.
And
you know what?
Just 28 yards while the Giants got blown out.
Oh my gosh.
38-13.
Can't defend him on that one.
So questions came quick. But OBJ denied everything about the party throwing his game off.
Okay.
I went through practice.
Nah, I threw your game off, nigga.
0 misassignments. There was nothing that could connect 7 days ago to today and how we came out and played and executed. There's just nothing in the world that's not realistic.
But what really showed how selfish Odell was is that he punched a hole in the wall. Dude just needed to focus on the game.
Nigga think he flight reacts, man.
Championship ring.
Yo.
He gave us the most memorable party in NFL history. But nobody has a history of mindless selfish plays like Leon Lett at number 7. Because he had 2 of the most embarrassing fumbles ever witnessed. Now it was Super Bowl 27 with the Cowboys up huge. So once Big Leon picked up a fumble with an open lane.
Oh, I remember this. He started tying.
Was cross the goal line.
Yeah, I remember this play.
But he wanted to celebrate like every other player who got to live their dream, and it quickly became one of the worst plays of all time.
Hey, good hustle by 82 though.
Dude's Super Bowl story about scoring a touchdown turned into the most humiliating moment of his life. But what if if I told you he was so excited just to touch the ball, he had a tragedy even.
Oh, this was him too?
Now it was Thanksgiving Day in
I know it was. I know he did this one as well.
And the Cowboys were getting ready
Yo.
to take the game-winning field goal, so it would take a miracle for the Cowboys to win. And despite the odds, they blocked the kick. Look,
I didn't know that was him too.
stay away from the ball.
That's
and
crazy.
Walked out with a win.
That like, when is he gonna learn, gang?
Pulling off the impossible, but Leon Lett wanted the ball so bad he ruined it all.
Dumbass nigga. Wow.
But he could never be as selfish as what we got at number 6. Imagine being a rich and famous athlete one day, and the next you're stealing Christmas.
Huh?
Derek Ward was a former running back who played from 2004 to 2011, and even snagged a Super Bowl ring with the Giants.
The Grinch?
Millions didn't stop him from becoming a thief.
He is goober.
See, in 2023 in Southern California, he was caught stealing gifts from an entire family.
A Grinch in a red hoodie who broke into the
Yo.
home and stole many of the
Nigga,
gifts
you spent all your damn NFL money. You gotta steal Christmas gifts now, nigga.
under the Christmas tree.
Yeah, dude turned into the Grinch. But that was only half of his crimes. Because after he was arrested, Ward was suspected of being connected to 5 separate robberies. So Ward was thrown in jail with his bail at $250K.
Damn.
But at number 5, Terrell Owens
T.O.
stole the spotlight. See, Terrell Owens was always known for his ego, but one moment proved he was off the rails. I mean, dude had a conflict so bad, he got kicked out of training camp.
Huh?
Back in 2005, the Philadelphia Eagles had a chaotic offseason, with Owens feuding publicly with Eagles management and quarterback Donovan McNabb. So when T.O. showed up at training camp, he was already walking on thin ice. Now he had a disagreement over some autographs that ended everything with the Eagles.
I had a growing issue at the time, so I just felt like, let me use this time to go get myself healthier in the training room. We had a bit of a disagreement, and it was like right in the doorway of where, you know, people were, you know,
players and coaches saw it.
Yeah, and I think some other people were just, you know, listening to the conversation. So, you know, he felt like I was showing him up, and coach said, go home.
Now Terrell went home, but he wasn't going to do it without being petty. So after camera crews followed him back home, T.O. gave the media a show.
WTO.
Is the contract situation the problem here?
T.O. made sure the world's eyes stayed on him, but this next thief took stealing to the max. Meet Amit Patel, a guy you'd never expect to be at the center of one of the wildest schemes the NFL's ever seen. Back in 2019,
It's always them niggas, bro. If you know, you know.
Manager of financial planning. Sounds
Always them
enough,
niggas,
right?
bro.
See, Patel had the keys to the kingdom, the team's virtual
Yo.
credit card. And what did he do? He used it to steal millions. And don't think he was shut
Bro, go back.
credit card. And what did he do? He used it.
And, okay, man, do it. Spa services, nigga. You not Deshaun Watson, bitch. How come you see or Sparrow cargo? The fuck? All this is like useless, nigga.
Steal millions. And don't think he was shy about it either, because this dude was living the high life. I'm talking about private flights, lavish vacations, a Patek Philippe watch, and even property in Florida. Yeah, Patel was being so flashy, this $22 million haul he left the team in was looking suspicious.
Damn.
The court hit him with charges up to 30 years in prison.
Federal attorneys accused Patel of spending the stolen money on private jet rides, luxury vacations, a country club membership, cryptocurrency, and gambling.
Patel was lucky to get out with 6 years.
He only got 6.5 years for that?
Irving's selfishness had him part of one of the biggest
Crazy.
NFL scandals ever. Look, Irving might be one of the greatest receivers of all time, but he single-handedly dragged the Cowboys' reputation through the mud. See, in 1996, the Cowboys were fresh off their 3rd Super Bowl of the 90s.
Okay.
Sitting pretty at the top of the NFL. But guess what? They partied just as hard as they played. Now, they were
During
known
the
for getting
cocaine
involved
era?
in some past scandals, but Michael Irving was the ringleader of it all. So just a month after their Super Bowl victory, Mike decided to throw himself the most epic 30th birthday party ever.
Yup,
In true 90s
with that
style,
sugar booger, you
shaking
feel
a
me?
hotel room full of cocaine, marijuana, and
Yup.
strippers. My man was living it up until the cops busted through the door.
The charges stem from a March 4th drug bust at an Irving, Texas hotel room. Irvin was present at the bust but was not arrested at that time. A grand jury indicted the 30-year-old, 5-time Pro Bowl selection on one felony count of possession of a controlled substance, 4 grams or more of cocaine, and a misdemeanor charge of marijuana possession.
Mike went to court and pled no contest and
Ain't nothing wrong with that Mary Jane, but
a 75
Man,
games.
got that white girl on deck, gang.
Fall from glory started right there. Mike left the Cowboys humiliated, but you have to hear about the most selfish player in NFL history. See, one-star lineman of the 80s never made the Hall of Fame, and he's been pissed at the world ever since.
Who?
This is Mark Gastineau, and in 1984, he set the NFL sacks record at 22. Now, when this dude played, he didn't care about anything but sacks, and his teammates hated him for it.
Wait, ain't that like the tie with Michael Strahan and TJ Watt?
You're the greatest athlete I've ever played
Like
with.
22 and a half
But I
sacks
will
or
tell you
some
this.
shit?
You were selfish. If you don't want to admit you were selfish, fine.
He retired with history, wearing that sack record like a crown. But in 2001, a new contender was coming out
Michael
for
Strahan.
Michael Strahan. And Brett Favre wanted to see his friend take the record like everyone else. So while Strahan just needed one more sack, Brett Favre gave him a freebie.
Wow.
Michael Strahan gets the sack, and you know what? No one's happier than Brett Favre.
And just like that, Gastineau's identity, his entire legacy was snatched
Damn,
away.
bro.
All those years of being the guy who owned the sack record, gone. And he blames Brett Favre for all his pain. See, he could have cashed in on memorabilia for the rest of his life. But now the record belongs
Like, but
to
don't
Strahan.
blame nobody else though, gang. You know what I'm saying? Because you couldn't get 22 and a half sacks, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Gastineau was stuck with years of rage bubbling inside him. And when he had the chance to talk to Favre about it, he got emotional.
I'm gonna get my sack back. I'm gonna get my sack back, dude. You probably would hurt me. Well, I don't care. You hurt me.
It's a grown ass man, by the way,
You
bro.
hurt me.
Grown ass man, by the way, chat.
You really hurt me. You hurt me, Brett.
We gotta get back to this, Brett. I'm sorry.
Yeah, his selfishness made the whole thing awkward. But we've reached the most selfish
what
moment in
the
NFL
fuck?
history. Look, Antonio Brown wasted the Raiders' entire season by going up against the entire NFL. I mean, in 2019,
Won't he
the
like
Raiders made
with them for like a week or something?
AB in what was supposed to be a game changer. But instead of a league-altering performance, what they got was Antonio's personal circus. Now, it all started because the dude didn't want to wear the right helmet. See, that year, the NFL upgraded their helmet safety standards. But he was all about his signature look that he'd worn for 10 years. And if he couldn't have it, he was willing
Mr.
to quit the
CTE
game
himself, bro.
According to Adam Schefter,
CTE ESPN.
the seven-time Pro Bowler told the Raiders that unless he can wear his old helmet, he will not play football again.
Yeah, you heard that right. He was ready.
That
to
didn't
sit
last,
an
man.
entire
Nigga
season
ended up winning a ring with Tom Brady.
The NFL wasn't playing that game. So eventually, AB agreed to play. But by then, he'd missed the majority of training camp, leaving the Raiders MG absolutely pissed. Then, one day, they sat down to discuss the upcoming season, and AB crossed the line.
But it wasn't like, yo, you... It was like, yo, come on, we need to get this...
Did he call him a cracker?
You know what I'm saying? It was like on some cool shit, like...
Right.
At this point, the Raiders had enough.
Okay, bro. So if it was a white man that would have said the hard R, then everybody would have had a problem with it. Nigga, bro. AB, chill, gang. This nigga don't give a fuck, bro.
Like,
Holy
yo,
shit.
Come on, we need to get this going over here in the Raiders. You know what I'm saying? It was like on some cool shit, like...
Right.
At this point, the Raiders had enough and finally kicked him to the curb.
this
But
nigga,
Antonio
bro.
Brown didn't just walk away quietly.
This
He
nigga,
posted
bro.
the most selfish video in NFL history.
The Raiders free!
A franchise
Ain't no
banked on
way,
AB to be
bro.
their future, and he wasted it all.
Hey, man, he don't give a fuck. He still got his ring at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? But if he didn't, like, have a whole bunch of controversy and shit, he would definitely been a future first ballot Hall of Famer. This nigga got 6 fingers? What the hell? Hey, man, I want to know what you guys think down in the comments below, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know what other NFL videos I'm going to react to. Without further ado, I'm out.
I'ma make them feel me, make them people when they show me. And if you don't know me, I'ma make sure that you know me. I hate to say it, but I really think I'm broke. But I know I'm chosen, I really know I'm chosen. I know I'm chosen. I was just lost a year ago, but now I'm focused. When good at sports, this microphone can be my trophy. Not taking drugs, I found a better way of coping.